So I'm starting to see a lot of people talk about Marvel again, and I'm starting to see people throw around the idea that Jonathan Majors might return because the Russo brothers are returning, or because he wrote a letter to Kevin Feige or whatever. And I'm not really feeling this idea. We got our Kang, and he had some personal things go on in his life, some controversy that unfolded the way that it did, that resulted in him being removed as the bad guy. And I personally, controversy or not, I think the removal was a good idea. Jonathan Majors was a brilliant actor. He's still a brilliant actor. Whatever happened in his personal life doesn't affect his acting. Brilliant actor. I actually was on the edge of my seat when he was in Loki. And he did a brilliant job. He did a phenomenal job at his portrayal. I had no idea even who he was before this, and I was genuinely blown away. I remember sitting there watching and going, wow, this dude is good. And he was a bad guy. He was the big bad in Loki. And Loki defeated him. And then, lo and behold, he was big bad in Ant-Man. And Ant-Man defeated him. Spoilers, if you haven't seen it already. So, the idea of him returning, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. I was genuinely excited when they announced that he wasn't going to be the big bad for the upcoming uh, installment of the MCU because I was already so sick of him. He did a brilliant job, like I said, but when you saturate the entire market of Marvel with Kang, when Kang is the big bad in every single Marvel feature, the entirety of the MCU basically gets boiled down to a Saturday morning cartoon with the recurring bad guy, and like find out what Marvel superhero defeats Kang next week. That's not the way that the MCU is supposed to be, in my opinion. I didn't like it when I saw him in Ant-Man again. I was like, oh, this guy again? And I understand he's supposed to have a million different variants, and he's supposed to be like he who remains and all that stuff. I'm he could remain elsewhere. I'm good with that. He was a brilliant actor. He left his mark on Marvel. Leave it be. Doctor Doom, on the other hand, Doctor Doom, I'm genuinely stoked for. I was of the mindset when the big chunk when Endgame finally was concluded, they didn't really like mesh anything together well. It was like Endgame and then the new MCU started, and it was like completely different. Instead of it being like this, like the nice knit together, like this kind of these things relate to this, and then eventually the baton is passed off to the next chunk of actors, of characters. That was not the case. It was like Endgame cut off, and then they're like, look at all these new people. New people, and we're all like, why do we give a crap about those new people? Why would they start from zero? So the idea that Robert Downey Jr. is returning for Victor Von Doom really sold something for me. And everyone's talking about star power and then bringing back Robert Downey Jr. because of star power or whatever. I don't think that that's the case. There's new theories floating around. There's like a new spark reignited in the MCU YouTube verse, the internet that be is theorizing as to what could be written. And one of my favorite ones that I've seen so far is the concept that our Iron Man, our Tony Stark, was actually a variant of Victor Von Doom. And I was like, whoa. It's been a really, really long time since I've been, I mean, speechless at a theory. And I saw that theory today actually, and it blew my mind. I was like, wow, I gotta make a video about this. So, Robert Downey Jr., Victor Von Doom, I love it. It's reigniting a spark in the fan base that I feel like I haven't felt or seen in a long time. And even if that's isolated and it's just me, that makes me happy. But I love Robert Downey Jr. I think he's a brilliant actor. I think he's going to portray Victor Von Doom beautifully, and I can't wait to see what they make of it. I was genuinely like jumping out of my seat when I saw this. And the Russo brothers are coming back for the continuity's sake to button up the MCU because it's gotten a little too loosey goosey. They spent 5 years away, or so. I've seen a bunch of interviews where they said, you know, we took a break. We didn't feel like the story was there. They reapproached us and they said, hey, this is what we got. And they said, this is it. This is it. The story's there now. And now they're coming back. And I'm excited because these two guys know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. I don't know what it is with brothers working together, but we got the Russo brothers and then the guys from Stranger Things. Any brother duo in Hollywood is just, it's pure gold. And I don't know if it's because they cooperate, they grew up together, they work together really well. You know, they got these ideas. They're working in a field, in a genre that they're passionate about. Something about it sells it for me. Look at this. Even in this picture, there's literally like a twinkle in his eye. That's a cool picture. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all next time.